The collapse of aluminum. That sounds extreme, maybe even ridiculous, like one of those titles designed just to pull you in. But stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you're going to see something most people haven't fully realized yet. Aluminum, one of the most important materials in modern car manufacturing, might already be getting replaced. And the company behind it wasn't even a car company a few years ago. Let me show you how crazy this is. Back in 2021, Xiaomi was known for phones, smart home devices, scooters, consumer tech. Nothing about that says we're about to challenge Porsche. And yet, that's exactly what they did. They entered the automotive industry, one of the most complex, capital-intensive industries on Earth, and made a bold claim. They were going to build a high-performance car. Not just fast, not just electric, but engineered differently from the ground up. At the time, most people didn't take it seriously. Some laughed, some ignored it. But 3 years later, no one is laughing anymore. The Xiaomi SU7 Ultra is real. It's already on the road, and it's putting up performance numbers that force the entire auto industry to pay attention. But here's the twist. Speed is not the most important part of this story. Not even close. The real story is how the car is built. Because Xiaomi didn't just improve car manufacturing, they attacked the core assumptions behind it. Material, structure, battery, production, everything. And once you see this one decision they made about the material, you'll understand why aluminum might itself be in trouble. Let's break it down. For decades, cars have been built in basically the same way. You take flat sheets of metal, stamp them into shapes, then weld them together piece by piece. Hundreds of parts, hundreds, sometimes thousands of welds. It works, but it's inefficient. Every extra part adds weight. Every weld adds complexity. Every joint becomes a potential failure point. More parts means more problems. Think of it like this. Would you rather build a bridge using 200 small pieces bolted together or one solid structure? Exactly. Now add electric vehicles into the mix and things get worse because EVs are heavy, really heavy. Here's the loop. Heavy battery needs stronger structure. Stronger structure adds more weight. More weight needs bigger battery. Bigger battery needs even more structure. It's a cycle that feeds itself. Tesla tried to break this with gigacasting. Big move. Instead of assembling many small parts, they started casting large sections of the car as one piece. Fewer parts, faster production. Huge innovation. But even Tesla couldn't solve this one problem: heat. After casting, aluminum usually needs heat treatment to become strong enough, but heat causes distortion. So manufacturers are stuck choosing perfect shape but weaker, or stronger but slightly warped. That compromise existed for years. Everyone accepted it, except Xiaomi. They didn't try to work around the problem, they deleted it. Instead of searching for a better alloy, they built one, using AI. Xiaomi created an AI-driven material discovery system that simulated millions of alloy combinations, not hundreds, not thousands, millions. Their goal? Create a metal that is strong, stable, precise, and requires no heat treatment. And they did it. A patented alloy designed specifically for their process. And this is where everything changes. No heat treatment, no distortion, no compromise. The part comes out ready. That alone is a breakthrough. But here's the next level. Material means nothing without the machine. So Xiaomi built that too. Imagine a machine so large it can produce massive structural parts in seconds. That's HyperCasting. Take the rear floor of a car. Traditionally, dozens of parts, hundreds of welds, hours of work. Xiaomi, one piece, seconds. One part, less weight, fewer failures, more rigidity, better consistency. That's not optimization, that's reinvention. And they didn't stop there. Every single cast is scanned with high-precision inspection systems, automatically. If something is wrong, it gets rejected instantly. No guessing. No, it's probably fine. No shortcuts. That's how you scale something like this. Now let's talk about the part most companies still get wrong, the battery. In most EVs, the battery is just a box, a heavy box, bolted under the car. It stores energy, but structurally, it's mostly dead weight. So Xiaomi asked a smarter question. What if the battery wasn't just carried by the car? What if it helped build the car? That's cell-to-body architecture. Instead of separating the battery from the structure, they integrate it directly into the chassis. Now the battery becomes part of the skeleton. Lower center of gravity, higher rigidity, better space efficiency. But then they did something even smarter. They flipped the battery cells. Sounds small. It's not. Battery cells have pressure release vents. Normally, those face upward, forcing engineers to add extra protective layers. Xiaomi flipped them downward, which means less material, thinner structure, same safety. That one decision improves everything. Lower stance, better handling, more stability. And yes, the numbers back it up. The SU7 Ultra isn't just fast, it's structurally rigid at a very high level. And that matters more than people think. Because when a chassis doesn't flex, suspension works better, tires grip better, the car responds faster. It feels precise, controlled, intentional. And underneath all of that, serious power. Multiple motors, extreme output, very high RPM. But here's the key. This isn't just performance, it's integration. Material, manufacturing, structure, battery, motors, everything was designed together. That's the real breakthrough. Xiaomi didn't just build a better car, they changed the system behind the car. And this is where it gets bigger than Xiaomi. Because if this shift continues, every automaker has a problem. By the way, if you're enjoying this breakdown and want more deep dives like this into future tech and engineering breakthroughs, hit like and subscribe, because this is just the beginning of what's coming. Now think about this. A company known for smartphones just challenged one of the hardest industries in the world, and they didn't follow the rules, they rewrote them. So now the real question is, who's next? Apple? Samsung? Google? Could another tech giant do the same thing? Build a car from scratch and compete at the highest level? That question might define the next decade. And if you've made it this far, you already know this was never just about one car. If this shift continues, we're not just looking at faster cars, we're looking at a completely new way of building them. A new material, a new machine, a new architecture, and maybe the beginning of the collapse of the aluminum era. If you want to stay ahead of where technology is going, not where it's been, subscribe now, because the next wave is already starting, and you don't want to miss it.